Tongle Tongle and Fan Kingsale, live a life to the fullest. Experience from the brilliant age of 18. Half a year has passed in the blink of an eye. At breakfast, Lao he and MS Lai go to a busy feast. Little dear sat on the sofa, leaning on He Fan to lick 70%. If you're feeling unwell, then don't eat. It's nothing. He Fan pinched the girl's cheek. Want to eat, want to eat. Lu Dongyan held onto Ningmengzixi with his left hand. The right hand holds a 70% sweet. Don't forget to remind them about the appetizing sour plum soup. Remember to help me with the porridge. All right, all right, all right. He Fan, I have one more gift to give you. You can look forward to it. Yan Boyd rose up. A layer of cute blush appeared on her face. Little dear, you're still keeping me in suspense. He Fan lowered his hands. The tip of his nose gently touched her poor nose. After a busy morning with old He and MS Lai. A lavish lunch is ready. Dinner is served. MS Lai shouted. Lu Dongyan dropped the lemon and the 7/10. Get up from the sofa with He Fan. Place it on the dining table, filled with a variety of dishes. Beef stew with potatoes, braised yellow croaker, garlic scallops with vermicelli, stir-fried bamboo shoots with meat, lotus root and pork rib soup. Every dish is a hearty meal. A rich aroma fills the air, makes one unable to resist drooling. Lu Dongyan pressed his lips together, soaking in lemon and 7 parts for the whole morning. I am ready. I don't feel like vomiting. Overjoyed. Finally, I can enjoy this meal with He Fan. Happy birthday. A family of 4 sits in each corner, clinking the glasses together. Lu Dongyan's cup is filled with sour plum soup. Dad and Mom's is coconut juice with He Fan. Come and have a taste. Today there are half as many dishes. It's your father who cooked. Let's see if you can taste it. MS Lai said. He Fan took a bite of each dish. Slightly sweaty palms. They all taste equally good. Actually, you can taste a little bit. After all, it's usually MS Lai who cooks. What He Fan didn't expect was, although Lao he rarely cooks, but the cooking skills haven't declined at all. Some dishes even do better than MS Lai. Of course, He Fan does have some emotional intelligence. Today, let's speak the truth. MS Lai may not speak much. After all, it's my own birthday. But she will surely remember it in her heart. With MS Lai's family status, He Fan doesn't want to die. Aha! Everything is delicious. Everything is delicious. Lu Dongyan also realized this. This is a life and death question. Quickly agree with He Fan. MS Lai is funny. She really didn't think that much. I simply asked, usually so friendly and approachable, which places are they? Scared the 2 kids. Lao he secretly wiped away a sweat. Good thing we didn't argue over whose dish it was. If the praise lands on her head, it seems the wife is hard to please. After all, cooking is MS Lai's specialty, the source of confidence. What if this hits hard? Son, 19 years old. What plans and hopes do you have? MS Lai asked. In the past, she wouldn't have asked these things, because she understands plans can't keep up with changes. A person can manage a week's worth of tasks effectively. They are all impressive. This is also why people make plans at the beginning of each year. The reason why it is difficult to complete. But now it's different. There is a new member in the family. It will definitely arrive as scheduled. The plan is to stay home with Xiao Yuo. The location for the milk tea shop has been finalized. Opening a store just needs to be done in an orderly manner. That sound was entrusted entirely to Mo Yumian. Just report your progress to yourself on time. Now He Fan has no time to think about those things. All her thoughts were focused on Lu Dongyan. As for what expectations there are, then hurry up and do it. Time to celebrate the new year. He Fan smiled. Say, the small path beside the ink-black earth lowered its gaze. On the chubby face of the baby, a lovely layer of pink cream rises, feeling sweet inside. He has always kept this matter in his heart. You are right. A small achievement in my career is enough. Family is of utmost importance. Lao, he took a bite of the dish, said with a smile, he is qualified to say this. After all, back then if we keep raking in the money, you might earn even more. But because MS Lai is pregnant with He Fan, just stop doing business altogether, returning to the family. A meal was enjoyed happily. Lu Dongyan also has quite an appetite. I originally got up in the morning. It doesn't feel quite right. But and the lemon, Kai Chen, with the help of sour plum soup. Lu Dongyan successfully. Accompany He Fan to eat until full. Feast of dishes. One meal is definitely too much to finish. During festivals, holidays, or birthdays, after a basic meal, I'm going to eat the leftovers. But regarding this, the family had no complaints. The taste won't get worse anyway. It's all family eating together. At night, He Fan cleaned the toilet bowl, placed in the portable toilet, close the bedroom door properly, open little sun and get ready for bed. He Fan, did you forget something? Warming up the bed for the little dear. The girl smiled brightly at the corner of her lips. In the midst of sensual schemes, flashed a sly smile. Birthday gift. He Fan remembered. He did say that during the day. Let yourself look forward to it. He Fan quickly forgot. This isn't because he doesn't care. On the contrary, it was precisely because I cared too much about the little dear, the things we focus on all day, all on him. A gift for myself. I didn't pay much attention to it anymore. Yes, the young girl, Tuya, bit her lower lip with a magical touch. From behind, take out a beautiful pair of white silk stockings. You want to give me this. He Fan shivered a little. With a face full of disbelief, Lu Dongyan's smile froze. The little rabbit puffed up its cheeks in frustration. Nixon waved the little pink ring. Big fool, big fool. All right, all right, all right. I am foolish, I am stupid, I am an idiot. Just don't be angry. Not prickly. The girl couldn't hold back her laughter. I always feel that He Fan now, as if facing him alone like before. Roll reversal right. The fawn let out a soft grunt. Put on the socks. Climb onto the bed, looking down at He Fan from a height. Raise your foot while holding onto the wall. A gift is, I cheer for you. One morning, He Fan opened his weary eyes. Habit of biting the lip, rubbing against the girl's head. Then I felt a layer of oil on my chin. Little dear, it's time to wash my hair today. He Fan whispered, getting up to make breakfast. I just washed my head and face the day before yesterday. Why is it oily again? He Fan, am I very messy? Talking nonsense. You are the most fragrant. He Fan held the girl with a fever, deeply inhaling. Prove it with action. It's not just about sweet talking her. This is just a normal occurrence of luck. There was a time. Secretion of oil will be relatively prosperous. Each different stage, different problems may arise. We need to face and solve it together. Good brother, good. I trust your face. Don't ask how others came out. Lu Dongyan sat up, diving into He Fan's arms. Soft and tender, there's still more. Remember to wash the socks. Aye, aye. He Fangxin nervously touched her nose. I got up and went to make breakfast. As Deng Hifan left the bedroom, MS Lai walked in carrying a bag, closed the door. Good morning, Auntie. Lu Dongyan greeted with a sweet smile. Daughter, have you felt any discomfort these days? Lai Yun sat on the edge of the bed, holding onto Lu Dongyan's hand, softly asking, the girl thought for a moment. She slightly lowered her gaze, blushing softly to the brow. There's nothing uncomfortable. Lai Yun pinched the girl's delicate nose. Take out the newly bought items from the bag. Clean and loose literary shirt. It's been more than 2 months. It definitely started to swell. No need to feel embarrassed. This is all a normal occurrence. If you're feeling embarrassed, tell that little rabbit. Just go directly to find Ai. Nothing can be endured if it's not right. Do you know? Got it. Xiao Yuo's face blushed with a layer of cute pink. Obediently agreed. I had breakfast. Fan shouted from outside. Today's breakfast is very sumptuous. Fried noodles with egg custard. If Xiao Lu has a poor appetite, only eat light steamed egg custard. If there is an appetite, you can add a bowl of fried noodles. In short, everything is arranged clearly. What made Fan very happy was, today Xiao Lu had a great appetite, sitting at the dining table after washing up, savoring every bite. I finished my breakfast. After eating, the young girl's face frowned. What's wrong? Fan put away the bowls and chopsticks. Inquired, No, nothing much, Cordy. Lu Dongyan's voice had not yet faded. Maybe I ate too much. There's a bit of acid reflux. It shouldn't be like this. It's just a small bowl of fried noodles. The steamed egg custard only used 2 eggs. Fan was puzzled. He makes breakfast. It must be according to Lu Dongyan. Prepared with a regular amount of food. Will not be much. I just rinsed my mouth. My gums are still bleeding a bit. It should all be normal reactions during pregnancy. Observe for another 2 days. If there are no issues, let's wait for Ju's prenatal checkup. Fan was previously in the book. I also saw it. There will be such reactions. Just a slight bit. There's no problem at all. I want to wash my brain. There is oil. Lu Dongyan grabbed a handful. My own hair. Pout your lips. Disdainfully said, just finished eating. Let's take a break for a while. Watch TV. The weather forecast says, today is sunny. Around 10 o'clock. It should come out. At that time, the bath was warmer. Fan said, poured a glass of milk for Lu Dongyan, grabbed a handful of nuts again. This is all essential nutrition that needs to be supplemented. I want to eat pecans. Lu Dongyan was curled up on the sofa. Taonin, drinking milk tea. He just loves it the most. The pecans on the snowy peak have ripened. Salted, crispy. No way. It's too salty. Fan took cashews and peanuts. They are all nuts with low ion content. Line. But I used to be able to eat it before. Lu Dongyan was puzzled. Lift your little head. HMPH. Just last week, Fan saw that he wanted to eat nuts. So happy I can't stand it. You are not allowed to eat yet. That was before. Different stages. The things we focus on are different. Now your diet, it can't be too salty. To avoid luck-related high blood pressure. Fan patted the girl's head. Comforted. HMPH. Little fellow, I can't see you at all. I will have to give up certain foods for you. How long will it take to see your face?" The girl gently caressed. "My little belly. Still very flat. Happy fast psalm." Ifan bent down, took a bite on Xiao Luo's belly. "I'm going to wash the dishes." When it reached 10 o'clock in the morning, the weather forecast finally came through this time. The date of the sun has arrived. The sunlight breaks through the clouds and falls down, dispersing the chill of winter. Ifan took out the prepared folding lounge chair, put it in the bathroom. Allow Lu Dongyan to lie flat on it. "Can you wash my hair for me?" Lu Dongyan was taken aback. "He plans to wash it himself." "Yes. Just lie down." Ifan helped Lu Dongyan lie down. Turn on the 4 heating lamps of the bathroom heater. With the sunlight streaming in from outside the window, makes the girl feel warm all over. Ifan turned on the shower. Reach out to feel the water temperature, after adjusting it. Then start helping Lu Dongyan wash his hair. So comfortable. The girl squinted slightly, a look of pure enjoyment. Ifan gathered Xiao Luo's hair with his fingers, pressing on the scalp. "Can relieve fatigue. This was also something I often did for Xiao Lu in my past life, washing her hair and learning on my own." Ifan felt that even losing the barber shop was one's own skills. "You can also assist teacher Tony." "All right." Washed clean. About a quarter of an hour later, Ifan pinched the girl's little face. Said, Lu Dongyan was left wanting more. "I don't want to get up." If you don't get up soon. Just wash other places while you're at it." Ifan's mom rested her chin on her hand. Said, "Shenmo." Xiao Lu looked puzzled. "Just so." Ifan thought for a moment. "It's almost time for the week to end. From this moment on, every day we must clean the grain warehouses. The granary export is a divine and demonic affair. HMPH. Ifan. Nyan Huai. Lu Dongyan clenched his little hand into a powder circle, waving at Ifan with a puffed-up look. "What's wrong?" "Because of the baby. Under the influence of hormones, the changes will be significant. If we don't clean up, easily infected," Ifan said seriously. "I can do it by myself now." Xiao Lu sat up from the folding lounge chair. Her face was coated with a layer of powdery grease. "Elbow, go blow dry my hair." After speaking, she left the bathroom. "Sit down on the balcony." Ifan held the hair dryer. "Adjust to the highest gear. Dry his hair for him. If only we could stay like this forever." Xiao Lar murmured. The winter sun blooms in his shallow dimples. On the balcony, little Lu is wearing a thick pajama, sitting in a rocking chair, basking in the sun. Ifan sat beside, gathering the girl's damp long hair, blowing with a hairdryer. Ifan touched here. "It seems like I've grown a bit more." Lu Dongyan held Ifan's hand tightly, crawl into the clothes and place it on the lower belly, feeling that slight rise. Even though there is no fetal movement yet, it also allowed Ifan to feel the energy of life. Days until Ifan's birthday. A month has already passed. Finally able to see it from the outside. Seeing the bulging little belly. "Yeah, tomorrow I have a prenatal checkup. I hope for good weather." Ifan gently lowered his head, leaning against Lu Dongyan's abdomen, feeling that hint of warmth. "It seems unlikely that the weather will be good. Last time it was sunny. It has been a month already. It's all gloomy and rainy days." Lu Dongyan pouted. The winter in the south is damp and chilly. He hates this kind of weather, especially at the end of the year. Severe winter has arrived. It is even more so, although the temperature is still above degrees. But when the wind blows, that was refreshing. This year, the sun finally came out. The little deer just came out to photosynthesize. Posted a picture of the baby. The weather forecast says, tomorrow will be a sunny day. It might still snow. It's snowing. Lu Dongyan is cunning and bright. Although last winter there is a lot of snow, but for him there is an inexplicable anticipation for the snow. He really enjoys the feeling of snow-covered landscapes. The world is enveloped in pure white. Perhaps it's because it's cold anyway, a bit more visually appealing cold. It will always be better. Yes, of course. It's just a possibility. Fan smiled. Is it the weather forecast? Just listen to the story. Tomorrow is Christmas. I just realized. Lu Dongyan glanced at his phone calendar. He has always not very concerned about these holidays. Moreover, staying at home every day. All attention is focused on the belly. No time to pay attention to these anymore. The new year is approaching. Time passes so quickly. Fan gently ran his fingers through the girl's long hair. Yes, there are still 6 months left. I want to be a mom. You are about to become a father. Fan. The girl nuzzled her head against Fan's shoulder. Am I a bit nervous? What's there to be so tense about? Fan chuckled and pinched his poor nose. For this past month, Lu Dongyan gradually transitioned from the early to the mid-pregnancy stage. The body gradually got used to recognition. Those uncomfortable reactions have eased significantly. It's just tense. Lu Dongyan pouted, turned to look at Fan. Have you thought about the baby's name? It's still early. Fan was momentarily stunned by the question. I really didn't think about it. HMPH. You don't care at all. I want this right now. This is like. Now Lu Dongyan is the boss. Fan did not dare to defy his wishes. A glance. Just be his loyal follower. Hey, I have already thought it through. Lu Dongyan smiled sweetly. Where is the baby boy? Let's call him Hizayo Shuai. Niu Bao Ma. Just call her Hizayo Guai. How is it? I fully support it. Fan expressed his affirmation. Immediately a detour. But I think our names both have our surnames in them. Wouldn't it be better? Are there two people? Lu Dongyan is plotting something. He really hadn't thought about it. Hearing Fan say this now, immediately dismissed Zio Shuai and Zio Guai. What else? It is the surname of two people, forever together. What attracts him more? I thought of it. The fawn slapped its forehead. A hand slaps the thigh. With the little deer. How are you? Names that can be used for both boys and girls. All right, all right, all right. Fan no longer hesitated this time, even if Lu Dongyan thought of this name. It took less than 5 seconds. But inspiration strikes. Nothing can stop it now. Although, estimate the inspiration of the little deer. It is a continuation of what came before. However, Fan expressed full marks. The sun sets in the west. The winter days are very short. The sun has set. Sudden drop in temperature. Fan led Lu Dongyan back to the room. After dinner, the girl curled up on the sofa and watched TV for a while. And then I started to doze off, since I have a treasure in my belly. Lu Dongyan's sleep time. It is getting longer and longer. You need to develop the habit of sleeping on your left side. Crawl into bed. Fan adjusted the girl's sleeping position. This is more beneficial for the baby's growth. However, this way I can't even snuggle up to you. Lu Dongyan pouted, a bit unwilling. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. I can hug you from behind. What if you don't like it? Let's turn around. Change the direction you sleep. Fan secretly kept it. Said, hold me. The girl's voice was timid. Ifan hugged her from behind. Let the little ones be in a warm environment. In the fawn's eyes, with a slight flaw in the foot. The mind keeps thinking. Out to be bad. Thinking and thinking. Just fell asleep in a daze. Warm and cozy. I really can't help feeling sleepy. One morning, Ifan woke up early, sneaking quietly out from under the blanket. Then compact the edges. Don't let the wind seep into the quilt. Turn on the little sun and aim it at the little deer. Let it continue to thrive in a warm environment. Since entering the second trimester, in the biography of Lu Dongyan, it gradually becomes ineffective. I wake up at different times every day, but on most days, it's getting later than before. Prepare breakfast for Lu Dongyan. It's homemade soup dumplings. Keep warm in the steamer, just waiting for him to get up to eat. Before he woke up, Ifan first solved his breakfast problem. Lu Dongyan took a bite of a small steamed bun. Her cheeks puffed up. My mouth feels a bit hot. The corners of my mouth are always smiling. Said timidly, he doesn't really like playing in the snow. Because it's so cold, my hands hurt. Compared to building a snowman, I prefer to quietly watch the snow scenery. Take a break before heading out. Ifan's hands were sweaty. Take the empty steamer to the kitchen. Recently, the deer's appetite. Visible increase. I saw it in the book. This is the end of the early pregnancy. Early pregnancy symptoms disappear. It will enter a stable period. The body feels comfortable. The demand for energy will also increase significantly. Expressed, it's just crazy eating. Not afraid of him getting fat. I'm just afraid he won't eat. Ifan was very happy about this matter. Seeing the little deer, the scene of not being able to eat due to pregnancy, Ifan felt a pang of heartache, and saw him just now eat a small steamed bun in one bite. What Ifan's mood was like all day. Everything will turn out fine. Prepare the little deer for cold weather protection. Carrying a thermos cup. So we went out together to the maternal and child health hospital. Ju's prenatal checkup is very important. Checked many aspects of the indicators, including blood pressure, blood lipids, heartbeat, toxoplasma. Some hunters have come down to check. Everything is completely normal. Let Lu Dongyan, a heart filled with profound wisdom, settle down. Ifan felt relieved. He is only in front of Lu Dongyan. Behaved very calmly. But this is also the first time becoming a dad-to-be. How could I not worry? Look, our baby is as big as a lemon now. The fingers and toes are all spread out. Lu Dongyan's life was tragically miserable. Discussing the images on the colorful banknotes with Ifan. Ifan's fingers gripped the colorful bills. It can also turn white. My emotions are very excited. You can see from the image. Myself and the baby deer. The humanoid has been produced. Arriving at the consultation room, the doctor reviewed the prenatal examination results. Sao Dao. Everything is normal. Both mom and baby are very healthy. Folic acid can be discontinued. I will give you some multivitamins. There is more. You need to add more in the next 2 weeks. You can eat more fish and shellfish. Okay. Thank you, doctor. Ifan listened attentively, expressing gratitude. There is still more. The early stage of pregnancy has passed. Recently, new moms should have quite an appetite. Afterward, the appetite will increase. This is because the baby enters a rapid growth phase. Need energy. In about 4 to 5 weeks. I gain about half a kilogram in weight every week. This is all normal. Never attempt to lose weight during pregnancy on your own. The doctor advised. No. Ifan nodded repeatedly. Don't say it's during pregnancy. It's just a normal time. I won't either. We'll help the little dear lose weight. Later, the surroundings became a testing ground. Before leaving, the doctor arranged for, "Okay, thank you," saying goodbye to the doctor, leaving the maternal and child health hospital. Lu Dongyan slightly lowered his eyelids. The small face looked a bit gloomy. "What's wrong?" Yan Yan. He Fan had long since developed the ability to read between the lines, due to emotional instability during pregnancy. Any questions? He must discover it at the first moment. Baby's horizon genetic testing. It was also around the 16th week. Should we do it? Lu Dongyan raised his little head. Express the worries in my heart. No need. He Fan decisively decided. Silly little dear. Let's prepare for the worst outcome. What's the plan? Even if our baby has a flat head, so what? At most, it's just being awake. You are also awake. It doesn't hinder. I like you. This emotional not before. It was originally unlocked. As the baby in my belly grows. Lu Dongyan recalled this matter again. But there isn't much obsession. With He Fan saying this, soon it was all let go. Just a little face. Still not feeling joyful. Lu Dongyan pursed his lips. Singing softly, He Fan, I have already shown my respect. Really? He Fanking smiled, pinched the girl's cheek. Then my love for you. It's a bit more now. Like? Lu Dongyan tilted his small head. The contemporary aesthetic values thinness as beauty. Even it cannot be avoided either. Because of my love, it fills all of you. You weigh 60 kilograms now. My love, just follow along. Reached 60 kilograms. So, growing within you, not just meat, and my affection for you. On the chubby face of the young girl. Took a bite. He Fan's voice was soft and gentle. They will just coax me. If one day I grew to kilograms, I can see whether you disdain me or not. Lu Dongyan let out a soft hum. But inside I feel sweet and happy. Then our little Peggy. It's about to come out. He Fan smiled, pinched the chubby cheeks of the girl. The feel is the same as before. There isn't much difference. Clearly, Lu Dongyan's weight. There is no chaos. All are in the belly and granary. You are the little sniper. Xiao Yuer pouted her cheeks. Gave He Fan 2 punches. The back of my hand felt cold. Diane, bo bin jing. Falling on the girl's delicate skin. It is snowing. Lu Dongyan tilted his small head up. I was just about to jump around a bit, thinking of the little one in my belly. Soon I will become honest. The dimples hang with a smile. Quietly watching the sky, the snow is falling quite heavily. He Fan raised an eyebrow. Usually, before the snow falls, it will snow first in the city. But today there is almost no snow. It has started to snow, because it was a sunny day when I went out, along with the unfortunate weather forecast. So I didn't bring an umbrella. And He Fan realized he was wrong. Let's take a taxi home, He Fan suggested, although it's only about a quarter of an hour's journey. But He Fan estimated, the snow will get heavier. Getting a chill is not good. No, come walk with me. No need, it's not cold. Lu Dongyan's package was wrapped like a ball. I did not lie. He has a problem in his stomach now. I can't be willful. If you feel cold, definitely will say. All right. He Fan didn't want to sweep his heart either. Glancing down at the little deer, he discovered something in his hair. A layer of snow has already settled. We turned gray-haired in an instant. He Fan smiled awkwardly. Lu Dongyan's little face suddenly calmed. Stand on tiptoe. gently brushed the snowflakes off He Fan's hair, once again shook off the white snow on his head. Put on your fluffy palm hat properly. You wear a hat too. I don't want to go gray so soon. Good. We still have a long way to go. A long and arduous time. We should spend it together. He Fan followed him, put on the hooded cloak, leading the little dear home. Lai Yun stood on the balcony. As long as Lu Dongyan goes to the transport inspection. He went out and came back home. Everyone is keeping watch on the balcony. Actually, he wanted to go together. But after all, this is about the two children. Both can be independent. It's best to just go and finish it. Of course, if needed, Lai Yun is always available at a moment's notice. Xuanji. He saw He Fan holding Lu Dongyan's hand, not even using an umbrella. And so I walked into the neighborhood. Little bunny, it seems like it's been too long since I've been hit. Lai Yun was indeed anxious and restless. Put on an umbrella. Just run downstairs. Silily. Cool and chilly. So beautiful. Lu Dongyan's delicate little hand, crawling out from the sleeve, like a cat curling its little paws. Palm facing up, through the thin skin, can see the tender veins. One cherry after another, falling onto Cookie's adorable hand. There is a snowflake. Modai fell onto the little dear's poor nose. He shrank back from the snow well, feeling the slight chill. The alluring plot thickens. Looking at He Fan. Is it good looking or not? Speaking. The girl tilted her little head. Qiang Bai slightly frowned. Remind He Fan of the key points. Good looking. He Fan's hands were sweaty. Gently reach out. Brush away the warmth from the little dear's poor nose, and the small droplets that melted into snowmelt. Especially the snowflakes that fall on you. Especially beautiful. Rain falls, gazing down deeply and steadily, just as another snowflake fell onto the forehead. Burn away that slight chill. The snow covers the earth with a thin layer of white. The road is sparsely populated with travelers. Residents of the community, everyone is huddled at home by the fire for warmth. It seems like the entire world is pure white. Only He Fan and Lu Dongyan were left. At least in MS Lai's eyes, who was rushing over with an umbrella. The situation is like this. The scolding that was on the tip of my tongue was swallowed down. In this quiet environment, Lai Yun couldn't help but think, before being with Lu Dongyan, my son is already a very understanding person. Now I understand more about taking responsibility. Back then, he was rarely scolded. Now is not the time to be irritable or nagging. Lai Yun instinctively took out her phone, took a photo of the two people. The pixels aren't great, but in this heavy snowfall, not a trace of pure white is seen. Ah, Antin, He Fan, and Lu Dongyan. MS Lai was taken aback. He saw the umbrella in his hand, suddenly bright. Dongyan is wearing quite a lot. You won't catch a cold. He Fan explained, so that Mom doesn't worry too much. Sorry, I can't assist with that. Dongyan, how did the prenatal checkup results turn out? Lai Yun opened the umbrella. He Fan stepped back a little. Let Dongyan and Mom, as long as it can be covered by an umbrella. He Fan doesn't care about this little snow. Moreover, we have already arrived at the community. There aren't many steps left. Everything is normal now. Lu Dongyan smiled sweetly as he left the nest. Now for him, nothing is more important than the baby's health. It's even more delightful. Just be normal. Doctor, is there anything else you want to remind me? MS Lai then asked. The three people have entered the hallway, walking upstairs with the umbrella while chatting. The doctor said, in the next 4 weeks, Need to add more elements. Eat more fish and shellfish. Ifan said. Take out the key. I haven't had the chance to poke into the keyhole yet. With a click sound, the door was opened by old He, who was guarding the house. Shellfish are all seafood. The seafood here isn't fresh. Just eat more fish. Just right. MS Lai said. Looking at old E, you are the best at choosing fish. This task is entrusted to you. Fishing. It's fishing. But even so, I can also guarantee it. Catch the fattest fish. He Ding Cheng sternly corrected, took the umbrella from MS Lai's hand. Brush off the blood specks from her shoulder. The pregnancy test results were not inquired about. Just by looking at my wife's relaxed expression, I can tell. There's definitely no problem. Lu Dongyan returned to the bedroom, getting ready to change into the cotton pajamas I wear at home. The temperature inside the house is much higher than outside. He is fully armed. Not long after returning home, a thin layer of sweat began to bead at the temples. What? Fan is just having fun. Lu Dongyan's scarf was cut halfway. The little hand suddenly started to flap. Fan is pulling a sweat towel behind the girl. Startled, my heart almost jumped out of my throat. Hastily urged Lu Dongyan to turn around. I saw Xiao Lu pulling on her scarf with both hands. Above the blood well, tied a tight knot. Fan quickly helped to untie the scarf, watching with a mix of laughter and heartache. Lu Dongyan kept patting his chest. He really can't imagine how he tied a scarf into a slit knot, tied into a dead knot. Lu Dongyan smiled while scratching his head, clearly also realized. I think I made a fool of myself. But still, they were nervously hiding it. I was lost in thought. That's why I hold on to my own, the girl said as she spoke, walking towards the living room, cuddled up on the soft, warm sofa. What's on your mind? Still unwilling to talk to me. Fan took out a box of milk. After heating it up in the kitchen, the straw was handed to Lu Dongyan. Say, Xiao Lu sits with milk. The mind is racing. He has a secret like a hammer, just looking for an excuse. Now Fan asks, I can only temporarily think about my feelings. It is now close to noon. Lu Dongyan suddenly felt very hungry. Take off your clothes. I want to eat hot and sour noodles. Lu Dongyan had a sudden impulse. A fleeting thought. I don't know how. I suddenly really want to eat. He often finds himself in such situations. It is a certain moment. I really want to eat a certain type of food. But after having the baby, Lu Dongyan has been a long time. I don't have that kind of appetite anymore. It turns out I wanted to eat. No wonder. Fan amusingly pinched the girl. Chubby cheeks. MS, lie sitting next to me. Get up and go to the kitchen. Giving orders while walking. Xiao Fan. The soy sauce at home has run out. Go downstairs and buy something. Husband. Come help me make chili oil. Fan responded, walking downstairs with money in my pocket. Ding Sheng took something from the cabinet. Take out the chili powder. Following MS Lai, went to the kitchen together. Soon I remembered the sound of boiling water, the conversation between the two. Wife, it's better to soak sweet potato starch in cold water. That will take half an hour. Adjust it to the warmth of lukewarm water. Brew for a shorter time. Makes sense. Immediately, the sound of two people talking, just drowned in washing vegetables, in the sound of chopping vegetables. The four people on the sofa. In the blink of an eye, only Lu Dongyan is left. The girl is curled up on the sofa, gazing directly, staring at the TV screen. but I didn't absorb any of the content at all. Modai, my vision is a bit blurry. At this moment, Fang bought good soy sauce and came back. Breathlessly opened the door. I saw Lu Dongyan's eyes were red. What's wrong? Are you feeling unwell? Quickly sit by the path. He held her in his arms. He asked softly. Tears fell from the eyes of the lost girl. I felt very nervous inside. There's nothing uncomfortable. It is. It is. Lu Dongyan didn't know what to say. I just feel very moved. Very happy. Fan suddenly understood his thoughts. After all, at this moment, the one who understands you the most in the world, Lu Dongyan's person. This connection of souls. There are still some. The girl nodded earnestly. The little head nestled into Fan's embrace. Hello, Uncle Nuo, and Auntie. I think I might have said it before. My love for you, just like the sky. It is infinite. Fan suddenly said. Why are you suddenly speaking sweetly? Lu Dongyan's face. A layer of powdery mist rises. It's not a love story. I want to say that the reason I have the ability to love like this, it's because there are two creators. Those two creators. I'm making hot and sour noodles in the kitchen. Fan smiled and pinched the girl's nose. Sai, it is something that needs to be learned. Parents and the original family. He is the best teacher. Lu Dongyan's previous love was so obsessive, extreme. With this, it is also closely related. His mother, give all the tenderness. With love, everything was invested in him. See him as the only one. The same. Lu Dongyan would also mention his mother. Be the only light in life. Fan entered his life. It was an accident. Perhaps, from the very beginning, his feelings for Fan. It's just a kind of stubbornness and reliance. Even Fan's years spent with him in his past life. Lu Dongyan is all. Holding like this feeling. Do you like it? Definitely. I need even how to love oneself. People who can't do anything. It's absolute. Absolutely don't know how to love others. Judging from the results of past lives, the relationship between us, it has reached an extreme state. This is the best proof. Fan must have such a family background. Relationship with parents. It is a great fortune. But even so, he also needs greater luck. Can truly, living together normally with Lu Dongyan, the Lu Dongyan of the past life, it seems to leave Fan. Just can't survive. It is precisely this state. Is the cause. Lu Dongyan's. The ending of separation. Only he truly learns to love himself. Become an independent person. Kai Neng and Fan live on for a long time. Fortunately, Fan gently embraced the fawn on his chubby baby face, took a bite. Soft and glutinous texture. Let him be enchanted. Fan, my fondness for you. It's even bigger than the sky. The girl's cheek brushed against his heart. Soft and mellow voice. I know. Fan pinched the girl's nose. But we need to be under the same sky. Only then can it be done. Fortunately, it is now. He never doubted Lu Dongyan's feelings for himself, but Lu Dongyan ignored it. The most important point, it's about Fan. The sky I love, he didn't come in by himself before. Holding hands with Fan, walked in, arrived at the same place, under the sky of liking and love, so profound. I can't understand. I am too stupid. Dear head. Gong nudged Fan's heart. A gurgling sound came from the stomach. Like soy sauce. At this moment, sounds came from the kitchen. Lai Yun's dissatisfied shout, clearly regarding He Fan's speed, feeling unwilling, arrived. He Fan suddenly remembered. I bought the light soy sauce. I haven't given it to Mom yet. Only focused on Lu Dongyan, feeling sick of it. Arrived at the kitchen, seeing Bai Kai's 4 bowls. We ate spicy and sour noodles for lunch. MS Lai said, it is now 11 in the morning. Lu Dongyan is eating such a big bowl of noodles. Definitely not possible to have lunch. It means it's lunchtime. Let's just all eat sour and spicy noodles. Not only convenient, won't let Lu Dongyan, feeling too troubled by family. Lai Yun seems irritable. That delicate thought, not lacking at all. For Lu Dongyan, if it's just alone, make him sour and spicy noodles. With his personality, there will definitely be psychological pressure. If you have any small requests in the future, they probably don't dare to bring it up anymore. If you are worried about yourself, unable to repay this love, that's an unacceptable sense of peace. The heavier the love, the more you practice, the easier it becomes to package things. Sure, He Fan naturally agreed. The family's taste preferences. It's all about the same. Lu Dongyan just from the taste aspect. All can perfectly blend in. Perhaps it should be born this way. Become a family with him. Looking at the table. 4 bowls of sour and spicy noodles. Lu Dongyan, bunny teeth, I love you. Correct. I'm sorry. I eat sour and spicy noodles. You want everyone to follow me and order extra food. The fawn lowered its eyes. The voice fell into silence. He belongs to thoughts. An extremely delicate girl, able to perceive Lai Yun's thoughts. Daughter, don't apologize so easily. Isn't it just an extra serving of spicy and sour noodles? What meal to add? Lai Yun was taken aback. Lu Dongyan lifted his little head. Morning snack time. Sorry, but I can't assist with that. Yan Yan, eating such a large bowl of hot and sour noodles. I can still eat lunch. MS Lai's throat rolled. Uncertain. The girl spoke honestly. I'll finish eating with my chopsticks and then tell you. At Jai Liu. Less than 5 minutes. A big bowl of hot and sour noodles is finished. Lu Dongyan wiped the grease off his mouth. I am certain. Can eat. Okay. All right. MS Lai nodded. 20 years ago, when I was pregnant with He Fan, it seems there was also a period of increased appetite. He Fan was left speechless, although he knows. After the early stages of pregnancy, the body will become craving energy. But I was truly shocked. Suddenly, he just felt that. Lu Dongyan's cunning plan, glistening with a gentle light, staring at the half bowl of spicy and sour noodles in front of me. Do you want some more? There is still more than half a bowl left. He Fan pushed forward in front of Lu Dongyan, asking the way. No, no more. Lu Dongyan opened his eyes nervously. I can't eat anyway. Then I won't be polite. Before the words had fallen, the sound of slurping filled the air again. 3 afternoons minus 2. He Fan's leftover hot and sour noodles. It was also finished by Lu Dongyan. MS Lai looked around with a searching gaze. Look at Lu Dongyan. The girl responded with a determined gaze, eager for a definite answer. We still need to eat lunch. Lu Dongyan seemed to want to export things to eat less of for 3 months. All will be made up for. At night, Lu Dongyan lay on his side in the quilt. He Fan hugged him from behind. A hand gently rested on the little belly, feeling the warm, gentle rise. He Fan, Zio Yuyuo's voice. In a few months. Stretch marks are about to appear. That way, that way. My little belly must look terrible, right? No way. Very good looking. You coaxed me again. All right. Then I'll speak honestly. The girl's eyes slightly pressed, gently let out a soft N. I know about the guys who feel a bit uncomfortable. It must be very ugly. The beauty of appearance. No longer enough to describe. Before Xiao Luo could finish speaking, it was interrupted by He Fan. He Fang straightened up, come to the other side of the girl, holding her soft, tender face, a gentle voice every stretch mark. They are all medals representing a mother's greatness. Just saying beautiful. It is round. Desires are never enough. Last emperor. The beautiful apricot eyes in the dim room. A brilliant light emerges. A round and gentle morning. In the depths of winter. It should get bright around 7:30. But today at 6:30. Outside the window, everything is bright. What heavy snow! Ifan, Lu Dongyan woke up sitting on the bed, put on thick pajamas, by the window next to the bed, looking at the heavy snowfall outside, after a night has passed. Looking around, the entire world is pure white, although Lu Deng's light is weak, but reflected on the snow. It will make the light become transparent. It's not that dawn has come early. Yes, much larger than the first snow a few days ago. Ifan also woke up, gently hugging the girl while wearing pajamas, watching the falling snow outside with her. Happy New Year! Ifan! Little dear Moat Emperor turned his head. He bit into Ifan's profile. Happy New Year! Yuan. Ifan slightly lowered her gaze. The tip of the nose gently touched the girl's delicate nose. What a low and soft sound! Lu Dongyan raised his little head. A sweet smile blooms in the dimples. Under the reflection of pure white snow outside the window. Even cuter. Behave. Lu Dongyan took a bite of his chubby face. Then she lowered her gaze again. Pecked at the little belly too. Unfair. Lu Dongyan's cheeks puffed up. The little head kept nodding down vigorously, pouting helplessly. Look, can't reach the little belly. I can't even get close to the baby. He was amused by her cute and innocent appearance. You still mock me. The first day of the new year. I am going to be unhappy. HMPH. I'm not mocking you. And who says you can't get close? Watch closely, like holding a Tangyuan. Ifan cupped the girl's baby-like chubby face in his hands. Finally, Ifan let his hands hang down. A stamp was placed on the little belly again. Look, isn't this just an indirect kiss? Dad helps Mom convey love to the baby. Ifan said with a smile. Lu Dongyan's small sense of loss. Long gone, but still pretended to be dissatisfied. HMPH. It's still not as good as a direct kiss. I'm envious of you. You are so bad, Ifan. Ifan scratched the girl's nose lightly. Soft voice. It's me who envies you. I can only kiss the baby. But what about Yan Yan? Every moment, everyone is being kissed by the baby. Upon hearing this, Lu Dongyan immediately felt balanced. No, not just balance. Already has a considerable sense of superiority. Ifan puffed out his little belly. She wrinkled her cute nose adorably. Nai Huai, you can't envy it. Yes, yes. I went to make breakfast. You can sleep a little longer. Wait a moment. Let's go see Aunt Lu together. Ifan said, waking up and getting dressed. New Year's Day. You can't stay in bed. Lu Dongyan obediently got up, put on a thick down jacket. Wait a moment. We'll leave after breakfast. I won't wear pajamas anymore. To avoid waiting later, it's time to change again. Ifan walked out of the bedroom with Lu Dongyan. Dad is already on the sofa watching TV. Mom was busy making breakfast in the kitchen. It seems like the whole family is celebrating the new year. Everyone wakes up very early. Happy New Year, Mom and Dad, Uncle and Aunt. Happy New Year. The two greeted each other. Let's enjoy together. He chuckled happily. He is quite happy every day. If we could go play by the river, that is double the happiness. I had a bowl of rice noodles with sand pig for breakfast. MS Lai shouted in the kitchen. Okay, Auntie, I want to eat a lot. Lu Dongyan and Tuya are close. He likes to eat a lot of different foods. But when I got up early in the morning, still prefer to shrink powder. Due to this stage, the need for iron supplementation, the sand pig powder is just perfect for him. Not only can it reduce powder, there is also pig liver and pig blood. All can supplement iron. No problem. Dongyan, eat it while it's hot. If it's not enough, there's more. I bought a lot of rice noodles. There are also pig liver and pig blood in the pot. MS Lai brought a bowl over. The sand pig powder is about to overflow. All the ingredients are filled to the brim. Thank you, Auntie. Lu Dongyan nodded obediently, sitting there holding the chopsticks without moving. When MS Lai brought out 3 more bowls of noodles, the whole family sat at the table. As soon as we picked up our chopsticks, Siliu, the girl took a bite of rice noodles. Then the little mouth pursed. She chews her food. Try to make as little noise as possible, but push the rice noodles in. It is inevitable. Not just the sound. Even the sauce can be seen at the corners of the mouth. She took a few sips. Fan needs to use paper. Wipe her chin. I came by myself. Just focus on eating. After breakfast, the heavy snow continues to fall outside. Fan took 2 umbrellas, holding onto Lu Dongyan, ready to go downstairs. Just bring one. The snow is heavy, so we need to stay close together. It's finally warm. All right. Fan took Lu Dongyan's. Only take your big black umbrella, holding Lu Dongyan's hand as we go downstairs. Drive slowly on the road. The road is icy, easy to slip. MS Lai repeatedly instructed. Don't worry. I will drive slowly. Fan replied. She put on non-slip boots for Lu Dongyan and held onto him tightly. There's a little baby in my belly. I cannot afford to be negligent at all. The driving speed is also very slow. Driving slowly towards Yunshan Highway. It's a new year again. Have you noticed any changes in Yan Yan? Lu Dongyan stood in front of the stone tablet. A faint smile appears on the pear-shaped dimple. The clothes are too thick. Mom definitely won't notice, right? Dengden. The little deer lifted its down jacket and thermal clothing. She revealed her slightly protruding belly. Fan bent down at the fastest speed. Breathe onto the little belly. What are you doing? Afraid you and the baby will be cold. Ben Pai Dan. There's no need to be so tense. The little deer put down the lifted cloth. Lu Yiduo takes a look. It is only right. Fan did not stop her. Just use your own actions. Make sure she stays as warm as possible. Mom can't bear to see me catch a cold. The gaze is fixed on the beautiful woman on the stone tablet. She seems a bit silly. However, she is just like you. It's hard to let go. I can't bear to have you catch a cold. I can't bear to see you hurt. I can't bear to see me cry. I am not stupid. The clever little dear is too smart. In comparison, I just seem foolish. Fan gently pinched the girl's cheek. Sigh, sigh. That's good then. Our baby. I'm sure they will be very smart. Lu Dongyan smiled sweetly. Snow falls softly from the sky. He Fan is holding an umbrella, gently embracing Lu Dongyan, standing in front of the stone tablet. Clip, snap, feather droplets fell onto the umbrella fabric. A rhythmic sound is struck. The trees of Yanshan Cemetery, opening the star tooth, in front of dear one's stele. Two bouquets of white chrysanthemums are placed. Under the gentle breeze and fine rain, extraordinarily beautiful and elegant. During the Qingming festival, the rain falls in drizzles. Ah, look, this is the medal that He Fan mentioned. The little dear lifted the maternity outfit. 6-month-old little belly. It has already clearly bulged. On her pale little belly, there are deep brown lines. Mom must have had many medals back in the day. The girl raised her small head, immediately turned to look at He Fan. Of course, Lu Yi can give birth to such a cute fawn. Of course, there won't be any shortage of medals. He Fan lowered his gaze, gently pecked the girl's cheek. Sug. Stinky eggs only know how to flatter. The fawn's cheeks flushed with a lovely pink. Once it is placed down. Although it is already April, the spring flowers are blooming. But it was precisely during the time of the warm child and the cold, the season when it's easiest to catch a cold. He Fan, do you remember what day it is today? Cayenne Juo Lu Dongyan slowly emerged from the cemetery. The girl raised her head and asked, in the beautiful apricot grove, full of anticipation. 1 year since we met. He Fan said without hesitation. Actually, it's the 11th anniversary. Little dear. Yes. Lu Dongyan's gaze is distant. Sayi nu nuo. Time passes so quickly. On this day last year, visiting Mom alone, the inner loneliness is painfully intense. At this moment, can a dimple truly hold a full smile? He Fan, walk that path with me once more. The girl scratched her fingers in He Fan's palm. Xingmu was filled with anticipation. Is it a dear we met? He and Fan Nan are together, gaze slightly lowered, resting on the belly of Ludong Rock. We have now arrived in Yunju. The little deer casually took 2 steps. They will feel very tired. Let's go home and rest. Yan Yan, although the road outside the school, as long as it takes less than 15 minutes. But it has already surpassed this stage. Lu Dongyan's exercise amount. Now, the Lu Dongyan. Walk a little further away. Then my legs will be sore. And there will also be a feeling of dizziness. No worries, no worries. Lu Dongyan's small hands chasing after He Fan's hem, gently swaying, soft and clingy. Okay, okay, okay. He Fan couldn't surpass him. Sweaty palms agreed. He knows. Lu Dongyan has long stopped being reckless. Moreover, there is also a baby inside. This is very important to him. The road at the school gate. The two haven't been here for a long time. He Fan held an umbrella and led the little deer, walking slowly and leisurely. The memory has faded for 11 years, yet still clearly remembers. The girl walked alone in the rain that day. Let the rain soak me through. Let the cold freeze the pain in my heart. This time, it will never happen again. He Fan's heart is connected to him, under the same sky, regardless of whether it's sunny or rainy, whether it is windy or snowing. Both will be completely open to each other, to give everything for the other person. Hoot shy, hoot shy. Indeed, after walking for about 5 minutes, just 1/3 of the journey has passed. The little deer began to struggle a bit. Benon, no rush. Take it slow. He Fan supported his waist. Allow Lu Dongyan to move forward. Lean on others for support. No rush. We will walk together for a lifetime. The little deer smiled sweetly. The head gently rests on He Fan's shoulder. He Fan is holding Lu Dongyan's hand. Walking slowly back home, the girl immediately nestled into the sofa. "Are you tired from walking?" "Hun, let me give you a massage." He Fan crouched in front of the girl, holding her little feet, gently pressing down. "Thank you. A person of integrity. Lian Ziu, King Feng, and Pai Dan." Lu Dongyan smiled as he left the nest. Xing Moy looked at He Fan. The latter showed no signs of guilt on their face. This phrase can be translated as "cleared my throat" or "cleared my voice." It suggests an action of slightly adjusting or preparing one's voice, often before speaking. "Whoop whoop." The little deer let out a gentle bleat. Very light. He rarely snored before. It only started in the later stages of pregnancy. But it's also a normal phenomenon. He Fan got up to prepare to do the laundry. The sky in the south is very humid. If you don't wash it, it will easily smell. "He Fan." The girls murmured words. A sound quietly echoed. "Ulu. Yan Yan really likes you." The sleeping fawn, leaving the nest softly. A sweet, charming smile appeared. "I like you too, dear baby." He Fan supports the handrail. On the chubby face of the girl, he stamped it heavily. Lu Dongyan's change of clothes, directly handled by He Fan. After washing clean, carrying the basin to the balcony. Secure the clothes on the drying rack. Hang it up with a clothes hanger. The reign of Kingaming. It won't stop anytime soon. But it also needs to be hung outside to blow. He Fan makes you wash so many clothes every day. You've worked really hard." He Fan raised the clothes fork. "Change Dongyan's clothes." One piece after another is being dried. The July sun carries a hot breath, shining on the clothes. "It will dry quickly. I'm not even 1% as hard working as you." "Yan Yan, hang all the clothes out to dry." He Fan put away the clothes rack. Supporting the little deer, sit down on the rocking chair on the balcony. "Oh no." Lu Dongyan sat down. "It's all very exhausting." A sudden ache in the lumbar region, gently caressing the movements of 9 months and 1 week. He pressed his cheek against it. A slight movement from the fetus is felt. What He Fan felt, the softest part of my heart was touched. The due date is only a week away. A little nervous. Lu Dongyan and Tuya are close. "Don't be nervous, don't be nervous. Tomorrow is your birthday. Once we're full, we won't be afraid. I'm full now. I weigh kilograms now. I need to lose half a kilogram every week. No wonder I'm liking you more and more. It turns out I've gained half a kilogram every week. Just knows how to sweet-talk me." Lu Dongyan pinched his little hand. My chubby little face. Pouted her lips. Nanoe's voice and the chubbiness on her face. "A lot more has been added." "Where is it?" He Fan waved his hand. "Nan Yan, I promise the flesh on your face. Absolutely hasn't increased. In this world, besides the baby. It all became food reserves." All right, all right." Lu Dongyan didn't pay much attention to it. "As long as the baby in my belly is healthy. A little weight gain. What does it even matter?" Pick up the water cup. Gently took a sip. But accidentally choked. "Aye, aye." The girl coughed violently. He Fan quickly patted her gently on the back. Wait for the little deer to calm down. I saw her with slightly furrowed brows. The nose wrinkled in poverty. Little face is sticky. "All right. Don't cry, little face. I will help you back to your room to change." He Fan pinched the girl's cheek. He helped her up, slowly walked towards the bedroom. It has been over 9 months. Because the baby's pressure is uncontrollable. Coughing, Loud laughter. Speak loudly. Even doing nothing at all. It's possible. Diapers are bad for the skin, especially as it grows increasingly hot. It's very uncomfortable to wear. Ifan would rather wash a little more clothes every day. Ifan, ahen, it's a bit bloated again. Lu Dongyan changed into new clothes. Sitting on the sofa by the bed, a layer of blush appeared on her face. Got it. Ifan took from the small freezer he had prepared in his bedroom. Take out a brand new milk storage bag. The small freezer is already half full, in a frozen state. Can be preserved for 6 months. Lu Dongyan said he was afraid the granary would run low on supplies. The baby will run out of food in the future. But Ifan felt it seems impossible from the start. But anyway, he also couldn't bear to part with it. Lu Dongyan is just like a little hamster. Everything has been stored away. During dinner, Yan Yan, tomorrow is your birthday. Is there something special you want to eat? No. MS. Lai helped him pick a piece of coconut chicken. A face full of smiles. For example, what fish? Lao, he added. Chopsticks. Jet black eyes. Spinning round and round. He really couldn't think of it. I really want to eat something special. It's not a choice phobia. But since entering the second trimester, I just ate too much delicious food. For a while, I really can't remember. All right, all right. Let's eat. Yan Yan. MS Lai watched Lu Dongyan, caught in a whirlwind of thoughts. Hurry and stop it. Ask her. I want to make him his favorite dish. It's not meant to make him feel conflicted. I really can't think of anything. Then let's do our best. Yan Yan, I have prepared a birthday gift for you. Evening. He fanned gently, holding onto the side lying Lu Dongyan. It's been over 9 months. Even sleeping is tough. The young female demon slightly opened, sparkling with hopeful light. What a gift! She doesn't need a very expensive gift, as long as it includes He Fan's intention. Just be very satisfied. Very surprising. Wait until 12 o'clock passes. He Fan chuckled lightly. It is already 11:50. Due to the belly being too large, Lu Dongyan falls asleep. It's not that easy anymore. Bedtime gradually shifts, more like fragmented sleep. I need to take fragmented naps during the day. Lu Dongyan was keeping an eye on the time. As soon as the time passed, Zio Nadai immediately looked up at He Fan's heart. Gift, gift, gift. Okay, okay, okay. He Fan playfully. From behind the pillow, take out the carefully prepared exquisite box. Uncover and take a look. It is a complete set of gold jewelry. Gold necklace, golden earrings, golden ring, golden bracelet, golden hinge. This is the hardware. He Fan chose the prettiest style. The portions are also substantial. A complete set down. Spent 88,000. Yan Yan, happy birthday. So precious. Lu Dongyan's cunning schemes, reflecting a golden glow, although he didn't know the exact price. But gold will definitely not be cheap. Moreover, it's designed so beautifully. The portion is generous. This is a set of hardware jewelry for my wife, as long as you don't find it tacky. He Fan scratched his head. He really doesn't know how to choose gifts, especially family members who have a close relationship. The more I don't know how to choose. After all, usually we give to each other unconditionally. I have long poured my heart and soul into giving my best. In the face of such emotions, any gift seems ordinary. No, no, no. I like. Lu Dongyan's little head rubbed against He Fan's chest. As long as it was given by He Fan, They are all equally precious. Moreover, he just said, "This is a set of hardware jewelry for my wife." "Why, hey!" Little dear Ming grinned foolishly. Suddenly it was a swift kick. The face twisted up. Tu bit down tightly, trembling to He Fan. My stomach hurts." He Fan felt a tingling sensation on his scalp. "The due date is next week, but a week earlier or later. It's all normal. Look at the little dear like this. It's time to give birth." He Fan's heart was also racing wildly. "Originally planned to celebrate my birthday. Just go to the hospital to prepare for childbirth. I didn't expect it to happen so quickly." Carefully holding onto Lu Dongyan, He Fan is steady. Quickly walked out of the bedroom. The startled parents immediately understood. Hastily opened the door. I didn't even have time to change into my pajamas. The whole family ran downstairs. Old He at the fastest speed. "Bring the car over." He Fan hugged Lu Dongyan while sitting in the back seat. MS. Lai got into the passenger seat, urgently urging, "I'm scared." Lu Dongyan clutched his stomach. A timid voice choked with tears. "I'm here. I'm here." He Fan tightly held his hand, gently along his back. The uneasy heart of Lu Dongyan, feeling a bit more settled, bitter resentment, watching Lu Dongyan being pushed into the delivery room. He Fan's heart was in turmoil. The previous steadiness has long since disappeared. This is the first time he has experienced something like this. How is it possible not to be nervous? Like an ant on a hot stove, He Fan paced back and forth outside the delivery room, furrowing his brows. "My palms are sweating." "Don't worry. Dongyan's checkups are always very healthy. It will definitely be fine. Lai Yan is also very nervous. But after all, I have been through it. Better than He Fan by a bit. Don't be anxious. Let's go outside for some fresh air." Lao He patted his son's shoulder. He understood clearly in his heart the son's feelings at this moment. After all, it was 20 years ago. He outside the delivery room. It won't be much better than He Fan now. Even more anxious and worried. I'm going out for a smoke." He Fan arrived outside the hospital, bought a pack of cigarettes and a lighter. Trembling, I opened the cigarette case. With trembling fingers, he took out a cigarette. "Put the lighter in your mouth. Break the cigarette." After it was broken, got my hands all covered in tobacco. Only then did I realize how foolish I was. He spat out the lighter he was holding in his mouth. He took out another cigarette and put it in his mouth. After it is ignited, burning cotton. Hengfen coughed violently from the choking. Dennett, the smoke is drawn backwards. He Fan was deeply worried. As I was about to take out my second cigarette, suddenly remembered the last prenatal checkup. Lu Dongyan chose natural childbirth. I want to see the baby as soon as possible. I actually still want to smoke. At that time, how can one smell like smoke? Fortunately, it turned out the other way around. Quickly bring the whole box of cigarettes and the lighter, all thrown into the trash can. Back in the hospital again, sitting outside the delivery room. After a period of anxiety, He Fan also adjusted his mood appropriately. But in the end, a single heart. It's all hanging in the balance. Time passes second by second. He Fan sat on the chair in the corridor, gently closing my eyes. "Son Oh, have you and Yan Yan decided on a name for the baby yet?" MS Lai decided to change things up. He Fan's attention, relieve some stress. "Yeah, prepare names for boys and girls. Just thinking about it now. The child will be safely born soon. You can use it directly." Old He chimed in. Yanin has already made up her mind. Let's call her Hizayolu. Both boys and girls can use it. Ifan said. Not bad, not bad. Very good, very good. Old He and MS Lai both nodded in praise. Then they looked at each other again. Took a glance. I really can't find any topics to discuss. Usually they are quite chatty. At this moment I don't know what to say. Clearly also because of the tension in the heart. Don't worry about me. Yannian is so strong as she enters the delivery room. Are you still afraid I can't handle it? Ifan smiled. Let Mom and Dad rest easy. Worry for Zio Lu in my heart. It hasn't lessened. As time goes by, growing stronger and stronger. But in the end, it wasn't shown on her face. Morning in July. It got bright at 5:30. And knowingly, Lu Dongyan entered the delivery room. It's been over 5 hours. Fan didn't know. How did these few hours pass? 12 black lines. As if I had lost the ability to think. How is Dongyan doing? Is Sister Yan still in the delivery room? At this moment, as a sound of footsteps approached, Lai Jiang and Lai Yu, the father and daughter, also arrived. After Lu Dongyan entered the delivery room, Lai Yun sent a text message to notify. Lai Jiang woke up in the morning. Come back after seeing it. I didn't expect to rush here from the provincial capital overnight. I must have worked late. Not asleep yet. I just saw the text message. Still in the delivery room. Ifan's voice was a bit hoarse. Several hours of silence. I didn't drink any water either. The tension in the pupils is about to overflow. Eyes, bloodshot eyes filled with veins. Kalala. At this moment, the sound of the delivery room door opening pricked the nerves of He Fan, Lu Dongyan's family, as, hearing the nurses shout, he stood up like a spring. The whole family perked up their ears. Congratulations! Mother and daughter safe. He Fan felt like he was detached from reality. Tension builds for several hours. At this moment, the string suddenly loosened. Add a tremendous impact of happiness and joy. Make him feel dizzy and disoriented. I leaned against the wall to avoid falling. Family members, come in and take a look. For now, we can only be silent. Upon hearing this, Ifan was instantly filled with energy. He dashed into the delivery room. The family's hearts at this moment. Finally, everything has been put down. With a beaming smile, they started chatting. In the delivery room, Zio Yuo's pale cheeks, covered in beads of sweat that have yet to fade away, straining to reach out their hand, wipe away the tears on Hifan's cheeks. And Century Egg, do you still need me to comfort you? Lu Dongyan's voice was a bit hoarse. Weakly speaking, can be seen. Hifan's appearance was unlike anything he had shown before. Nervous to the extreme about oneself. My heart is overflowing with happiness. Thank you for your hard work. Yan Yan. Hifan wiped away his tears, tightly holding Lu Dongyan's small hand. At this moment, the emotions in my heart, completely impossible to express in words, with 1,000 words to say. In the end, all I could say was the simplest few words. Not hard. So happy. Look at our daughter. Lu Dongyan turned his head, looking at the pink baby in the wall fortress. Pale cheeks, all returned to a hint of color. The fence is filled with the smile of maternal love. Izayolu in her sleep, Bada pouted his lips twice, resembling her mother in a charmingly naive way. Absolutely adorable. Zayolu, Zayolu. Hifan sat on the edge of the bed, pulled onto Lu Dongyan's little hand. Again, let Lu Dongyan's small hand, holding my daughter's tiny hand, This moment she has gained the whole world,